So, the Lego Batman movie is the first spin-off in the Lego movie series, and of course comes to us from producers Phil Lord and Christopher Miller. Plot this time around is Bruce Wayne, who's now cooler than ever, must come to terms and face the usual suspects and all of his rogues gallery as they try to rule Gotham City, as well as discovering that he accidentally adopted a young orphan by the name of Dick Grayson, of course, while trying to flirt with Barbara Gordon, the new commissioner of Gotham City, of course voiced by Rosario Dawson. So yeah, that's not cool. He also has to deal with the fact that he's kind of a loner mentally and physically in his own house, which is sad, but yeah, it makes it all the better for the end of this movie. This movie was fun. I enjoyed the Lego Batman movie. I do have some problems with it. It tries way too hard to be funny. You don't have to be that funny. It has way too many jokes in this movie. Some of them hit and some of them miss. The ones that hit land perfectly, but the other ones that are missed, you can tell that they are missed bad. Really, really bad. I do love the jabs to all the other Batman movies that came before, even Batman vs. Superman, which is kind of funny. So, since Batman vs. Superman is still fresh, hell, they even harken back to the 60s Batman. That was kind of fucking cool, because that was my favorite Batman. It still is, but Tim Burton came along and the rest was history with that. I love the fact that Batman thinks he's cooler, but Superman is the one throwing the party at his crib with the entire Justice League and Super Friends, because they do reference the word Super Friends in this movie. So I'm like, hell yes, they know the history. Thank you. Thank you. Because Super Friends was the shit. Justice League came along in like the early 2000s. But Super Friends for life, baby. Wonder Twins. Everybody hates the Wonder Twins. I think they're kind of underrated. I think I saw them in this movie too, if I'm not mistaken. I know I've seen the guy with the tornado underneath his foot. I forgot what his name was, but he's in there, and I was like, wow. Throwbacks. The fucking throwbacks. Loved it. I loved everything about this movie except trying to force too many jokes in there. None of the kids are going to know most of these jokes like that, because some of the jokes are more adult themed than kid themed, which is not good in a kids movie. But still, is it better than the Lego movie? No. Lego movie is still my favorite Lego movie ever made. This one is a close second, but now that we got Lego Ninjago coming out later this year, and then the Lego movie sequel, I believe, next year, which is one I'm waiting on before I judge, Lego Ninjago, I want to say this will be a close second. Lego movie sequel might be the second one after that. I don't know. I don't know how good that one's going to be, but I'm keeping my eyes open for that. And Ninjago, because, yeah, why not? We got a Lego franchise of movies. The animation in this movie is great. People are thinking it's stop motion. I like the fact where people think it's stop motion, but it's actually the animation, the CGI animation. That's how good they want it to look to a Lego, to where you can't tell if it's stop motion or animation. But as I looked at certain scenes in this movie where the animation like fades out and you can tell it's animation, you can see that it's noticeable. But if you're not paying attention to it, like me, then you probably won't notice it. But I was looking for every little detail about this movie just to make sure. Yeah, it's animated. It is animated. But that's not a bad thing. It's not. They spent the money to make it look like Legos and how it's built to be Legos. Hell yeah. Hell yes. And I must say the voice acting is great. Will Arnett is fucking awesome as Batman. Fucking Channing Tatum as Superman was brilliant. As soon as he comes on screen for the first time, he goes, "What up, Gotham?" That was cool. That was fucking cool. Rosario Dawson has her feet wet in Marvel and DC. She's healing superheroes on one hand. On the other hand, she's Barbara Gordon. On the DC animated universe, she's Wonder Woman. So for those of y'all who don't know that, then yeah, she is also Wonder Woman in the animated movies. So yeah, she's got the best of both worlds. So I'm not hating. I ain't hating. Alright? uh, this was a joy. This was a real joy. Zach Galifianakis was a perfect choice to play the Joker, because I never thought about him being the Joker. It doesn't sound like Zach Galifianakis. He sounds like the fucking Cesar Romero Joker. That was great. That was the best casting I think I've ever seen for the Joker since Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger. Ugh. It's going to get harder and harder to cast this character as time goes on. Because we're going to have more Jokers. We're going to have more Batmans. We're going to have more Supermans. By the way, where's my Lego Superman at? Come on. Channing Tatum. I'm all in. Shit. He was the coolest character in the movie, from what y'all are telling me. So, do it. All in all, the Lego Batman movie is fun to be had with everybody in the family. Go watch it. I'm giving this movie a B+. Let me know what you guys think about Lego Batman down below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? I will see you guys in the Lego Ninjago movie.